public servant, receiving this award is such a great honor. For several years now, the school has sustained the most coveted performances to its highest level.
The presence of COVID-19 in 2021 had changed the educative perspectives of the country not just in one or two aspects but in multiple ways.
Agusan del Sur National High School was not spared in the trajectory. Even so, Asnhs had stood firm in delivering a stellar of initiatives that are still aligned to DepEd's pronounced mission, vision, and core values.
With the department's ardent conviction that education must continue, Agusan del Sur National High School anchored its ideals to the term Lahutay. The Cebuano term signifies endurance or withstanding hardships, which become the school's compass amidst the changing dynamics in various playing fields.
With education as a basic right, the school's primary focus is satisfying its clientele's educational needs.
Online, blended and distance learning modality came into the picture after a series of brainstorming and instigating measures together with the barangay and municipal, local government units, school governance council, school parents teachers associations, and the rest of the internal and external stakeholders who help the school secure the human resources while the enigma is lurking. As an institution which always considers the facets of access, quality, and governance, Asnhs implements programs, projects, and activities after a stiff prioritization of needs that will be reflected in the utilization of the MOOE and other fund sources.
In the crafting of the School Improvement Plan or SIP, project designs were presented based on the school's situational status, which included the following area of focus.
3-year enrollment data shows consistent increase. Completion or promotion rate significantly increased in 3-year span. 3-year dropout rate continues to decline. Cohort rate displays noticeable hike up per year. Learners identified as recipients for nutritional interventions. Identified learners' immediate needs in literacy who will be subject for reading intervention. These projects were charged in the school's MOOE of 6,014,000 for junior high school and 4,279,000 for senior high school, aside from the supplemental and other sources of funds in the SIP's budgetary cycles.
Summing all the pivotal initiatives made to bridge the education gaps without compromising the health and safety of its teachers, personnel, stakeholders, and learners, is anchored on Agusan del Sur National High School Project Lahutay, or laying actions harnessing ultimate transformation through accessible yields.
It is a contextualized learning recovery and continuity plan, or LRCP, in 2022, wherein shifting from online and distance learning to limited face-to-face setup last August 22, 2022 demanded new normal mechanisms to the unstoppable full-blast face-to-face classes on November 2, 2022 that include the adoption of contingency and catch-up plans to roll education into order through the tails of the pandemic is still at large.
All these manifestations were aligned to the school's key areas that are manifested to appropriate monitoring and evaluations. Brilliant leaders create a culture and structure that prioritizes their constituents' well-being, without compromising their targets and deliverables. Agusan del Sur National High School places a strong emphasis on collaboration between school administrators, educators, students, and stakeholders in formulating school policies and regulation.
Leadership entails knowing what needs to be done and how to get things done. While school heads differ with their leadership styles, we all share the same vision of catalyzing a learner-centered institution where students can grow, learn, and maximize their full potentials. Being a school's point person demands playing multifaceted roles. If you ask me what's my secret to overcoming these complexities, I dare say it is having adaptability as a trait. They say that an adaptive leader is defined as someone who is able to change his or her behavior in response to changes in a situation. Dealing with various people from all walks of life on a day-to-day basis is already difficult. Couple it with the ever-changing landscape in the curriculum and management is indeed a challenge. However, leadership is not a one-man show. With the aid of my colleagues and the support of all stakeholders, we were able to innovate and sail towards the right direction. We see to it that we have undertaken policy implementation and review in the school to ensure that operations are consistent with national and local laws, regulations, and issuances. Anyone who wishes to be successful and content in his or her work must possess passion. Having the passion to serve the organization and to serve the people is my personal commitment. Ang malambuong tulunghaan, bunga sa malahutayong pagtinamagay sa matag.
Due to the variety of alternatives it offers for absorbing and processing knowledge, digital literacy has a favorable effect on education. In order to ensure efficient and effective school operations, Asnhs combines the use of ICT not only in the classroom, but also in the management of school data and information.
Manage staffing such as teaching load distribution and grade level and subject area assignment in adherence to laws, policy, guidelines, and issuance based on the needs of the school. Manage finances adhering to policies, guidelines, and issuance in allocation, procurement, disbursement, and liquidation aligned with the school plan. Manage school facilities and equipment in adherence to policies, guidelines, and issuance of acquisition, recording, utilization, repair and maintenance, storage, and disposal. Manage school safety for disaster preparedness, mitigation, and resiliency to ensure continuous delivery of instruction.
Recognizes and acknowledges growth, ASNHs promotes a positive mentorship atmosphere. Shared accountability can be met by providing teachers with constructive evaluations and assistance in school-based reviews, contextualization, and implementation of learning standards that they can use to hone their trade.
Provided technical assistance to teachers on teaching standards and pedagogies within and across learning areas to improve their teaching practice.
Including their purpose, research questions, hypotheses.
It's like fables, comparables, needs, and more.
Given that ang gipalit ni Ken is 6 apples in which atong gidefine sa step 1 as the x or independent variable, so f of x equals to 10x, and then substitute x to 6, we have
used validated feedback obtained from learners, parents, and other stakeholders to help teachers improve. Manage a learner-friendly, inclusive, and healthy learning environment. Ensured integration of career awareness and opportunities in the provision of learning experiences aligned with the curriculum.
One of the school's primary focuses is running cutting-edge programs to improve and upskill both new and experienced educators. Aside from professional development trainings, our teachers who have pushed boundaries won't be left unrecognized, fostering a healthy atmosphere of encouragement and motivation.
Set personal and professional development goals on the self-assessment aligned with the Philippine professional standards for school heads. Implemented laws, policies, guidelines, and issuance of the rights, privileges, and benefits of school personnel to ensure their general welfare. Implemented school reward system to recognize and motivate learners, school personnel, and other stakeholders for exemplary performance and/or continued support.
A secure and healthy learning environment is created by building strong relationships with all our internal and external stakeholders. In order to determine an appropriate course of action for the academic year, ASNHS ensures that partners and alliances are recognized and included in school's decision-making process.
Build constructive relationships with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders to foster an enabling and supportive environment for learners.
The Barkada Contra Drug Organization has always been the school's kabarkada in advocating the students' deviation from the use of illegal drugs and keeping abreast of the students' welfare. With the strong support and guidance by our stakeholders, teachers, and non-teaching personnel headed by Dr. Marin P. Gurugan, we are confident that we are on the right track in implementing our program.
The administration, teachers, staff, parents, stakeholders, and students are building an eco-friendly school together. With our mantra, our best always. Through the guidance of the school administrators and club advisors, students' plans and actions are always supported, not only by the school, but also our stakeholders. The school sustained numerous activities and allotted certain budget for the club, especially our kinikasan program. This aims to maintain the cleanliness of the school, practice proper waste segregation, and backyard gardening.
Agusan del Sur National High School, together with the Supreme Student Government, continue to strengthen the DepEd core values, makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa. Realizing such is indeed challenging. We, the student leaders, are exposed to the policy making, project planning, and community servicing. With that, we are empowered through ASNH's culture of leadership, transparency, inclusivity, and service for the students we serve.
Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Ang Agusan del Sur National High School usa ka tulunghaan nga naila tungod sa nagkadaiyang kalampusan niini. Apan dili kini mahitabo kung wala kini gipaluyuhan sa aktibo na SPTA, GPTA nga nahimong sandigan ug kaagapay sa mga proyekto ug aktibidades para sa kalambuan sa estudyante ug tulunghaan. Isip usa ka representante sa mga ginikanan, ako malipayon nga nahimo kaming kabahin sa tanang kalihukan, dili lang sa pagpatungha sa among mga anak, pati sa pagpanday sa mga pulisiya o balaod mahitungod sa maayong pagdumala. Giuluhan sa atong pinalanggang prinsipal, Dr. Marilo Publico Corogan, na himong gayag o klaro ang mga responsibilidad sa nagkadaiyang departamento, labi na ang SPTA. Ilalong sa pagdumala sa SPTA, BUD o School Administration, gipakusgan usab namo ang dako nga pagtagad sa transparency, accountability, and service alang sa tanan. Ang SPTA makanunayong makigtambayayong isip landong sa mabungahong tulunghaan. Daghang salamat.
God is good. Ang atong Agusan Sur National High School is very progressive in terms sa atong partisipasyon sa atong academic o co-curricular activities. Kami nagsuporta pinagi sa among himo o mga guidelines ang pag-implementar sa mga palisiya sa eskwelahan nga gasumikad sa gitawag nato School Improvement Plan. Kaya mauni siya ang nagpayong o umbrella sa tanang mga organisasyon nga aron isa lang ang mga plano, isa ang direksyon, isa ang gitutukan para sa atong kabataan.
Exhibited inclusive practices such as gender sensitivity, physical and mental health awareness, and cultural responsiveness to foster awareness, acceptance, and respect.
Modesty aside, Agusan del Sur National High School doesn't fall short when it comes to achievements and recognitions. Sustaining all best practices across the board and continuously enhancing the institution's creative endeavors requires commitment and can only be accomplished with the help of our students, teachers, and stakeholders.
Perform various related work or activities that contribute to leadership, management, curriculum, and instruction.
Agusan del Sur National High School is in high spirits to proclaim that all aspects of access, quality, and governance are indeed treated with equal importance.
Agusan del Sur National High School, as the premier secondary institution in the region, never sets crucial aspects of school management, operations, and service delivery on the sideline. Instead, ASNHS streamlines all areas, especially in the 3 key result areas: access, quality, and governance, both in junior and senior high school populace, aligned to the implementing guidelines of the Enhanced School Improvement Plan, or SIP, which serves as roadmap in its specific interventions to the priority needs within the year or in the 3 consecutive school years. Project Gifts, Guidance Office Intervention on Formation and Technical Services. Project Uswag, Upskilling Students' Well-Being through ALS Guidelines. Project Anchor, Alleviating Nutrition, Combating Health Outbreak Risks. Project Build, Build-Up of Instructional Dens. Project Pride, Perfecting Rudiments in Delivering Excellence. Project Boost, Building Opportunities and Overtures in Steadfast Trainings. Project Eye Care, Intensifying Comprehension through Achieving Reading Efficiency. Project Ideals, Identifying Deficiency in Addressing Learners' Success. Project SAFs, Sustainable and Eco-Friendly School. Project Watch, We Advocate Time Consciousness and Honesty. Project Trade, Transfer and Replication of Anti-Drug Endeavors. Project SDRRM Kasapi, School Disaster Risk Reduction and Management, Kalamidad at Sakuna, Walang Panama kapag ika'y handa. Project ICT Trip, ICT Technology Resources Improvement Program. Project SciUp, Scientific Collaboration for Innovation and Upgrading of Research Practices. Basic Needs.
This made the school sustain its equilibrium to greatness, and always being tagged as the most decorated institution in the division of Agusan del Sur, with a summary of programs, projects, and activities which are allocated from the 2022 MOOE in the junior high school and senior high school and from other sources of funds.
Agusan del Sur National High School, padayon sa paglahutay. Our best always.